Capy wants a burrow, not a rented hole in someone else's bank. A burrow with Capy's name on it. So how exactly does a capybara buy a burrow? There are three options. Option 1, be rich. Simply walk up with a mountain of pebbles and buy the burrow outright. Capy has checked its pockets twice.
Just buy the burrow. Have you tried simply having pebbles?
Option 2, inherit the family burrow. Capy's parents, however, are alive, healthy, and extremely fond of their burrow. Capy loves them very much. Obviously, moving on. Option 3, and the one nearly every Capy actually takes, borrow the pebbles from the riverbank. This particular loan has its own name, the long pledge. Here is how it works. The bank hands over the pebbles for the burrow today. Capy hands them back a little at a time, every moon for the next 15 to 30 years. Read that again.
30 years. Capy will be a very old Capy.
But the bank does not hand a mountain of pebbles to just any Capy who wanders in. First, it checks 3 things. Steady work so the pebbles keep arriving, a good trust score, which we covered when Capy got that shiny pink shell, and a deposit. The deposit is the pile Capy must put down first, usually 1/10 to 1/5 of the whole price. If the burrow costs 1,000 pebbles, Capy needs 100 to 200 pebbles of its own before the bank even starts. It is the bank's way of asking, does this Capy have any skin in this river at all? If everything checks out, the bank pre-approves Capy. That means the bank has said, in writing, roughly how many pebbles it is willing to lend. Now Capy may go burrow shopping. And burrow shopping is its own special misery. This one is lovely, but it is downstream of the mudflats. This one has a wonderful view and a small waterfall running through the bedroom. This one is perfect and smells faintly of otter. And then Capy finds it. The one. Dry, warm, good bank, morning sun. Capy is in love. So Capy makes an offer. And so do 4 other Capys. When enough Capys want the same burrow, it goes to auction. A very fast-talking Capy stands on a stump and shouts numbers while everyone panics quietly.
450. Do I hear 500? 500.
The bids climb, 400, 450, 500, going once, going twice. Sold to the Capy at the back, who is now wondering what it has done. Most of the time, though, there is no auction. Capy simply makes an offer, the seller accepts or refuses, papers are signed, and a key changes paws. And then the 30 years begin. Because on top of every pebble Capy borrowed, Capy also pays interest. Interest, as always, is simply the price of borrowing. It comes in 2 shapes. A fixed rate is a rock. It sits there. It never moves, no matter what the river does. A floating rate is a log. It drifts up and down with the current, and Capy is standing on it. And here's the quiet part. The bank offers a better rate to Capy as it trusts more. The trust score Capy spent years building, this is where it finally pays for itself. Then come the fees. Brace yourself because they queue up like this. A fee to apply. A fee to have the burrow valued, so the bank knows it is not lending against a puddle. A fee to inspect it for termites. A fee that is simply the bank's cut for arranging the loan at all. A fee to check Capy's trust score. A fee to search the burrow's history for old owners. Insurance in case an old owner turns up anyway waiving a claim. A fee for the Capy who reads the papers. A fee to write Capy's name in the river ledger. A tax just for the burrow changing paws.
A fee to check the fee? How many fees are there?
And if Capy's deposit was on the thin side, one more insurance fee which protects the bank, not Capy. And finally, at the very end, right before the key, the closing cost. So is the long pledge a trap? No. Honestly, no. It is the only reason most Capys ever own anything at all. Capy gets a burrow now instead of saving for 40 years while rents rise. Capy can borrow together with a partner or a friend. Capy can rent out a spare chamber to help with the payments. Every payment on time lifts the trust score, and burrows over decades usually grow in value. But it is called the long pledge for a reason. In the old river tongue, the words literally mean death pledge. The pledge ends when the debt dies, or when Capy does, whichever arrives first.
Death pledge? Cool.
Capy is in debt for decades. A floating rate can rise suddenly and painfully. And even with a fixed rate across 30 years, Capy hands the bank far more pebbles than the burrow ever cost, often close to double. And if Capy stops paying, the bank takes the burrow back. Until that final pebble, the burrow was never entirely Capy's. So hard, but not impossible. Save the deposit, guard the trust score, borrow less than the bank offers, not more, and read every single fee out loud before signing. Capy understands all of this now. Capy feels ready. Capy walks down to the river to see what burrows actually cost this season.
How much? For a hole? In the ground?
This was Capy Cents. Capy is a capybara, not your financial advisor. And no, Capy cannot lend you the deposit.